Can I close? Give me a second. Oh, where's my shirt, dude? What's wrong with you? Can't show noses. Hi guys, how are you? Mike Martinez here, WL Madden. I'm gonna wait for a little while to some people, more people join. Hopefully, you guys took my advice and wrote a bunch of questions. I actually talked with a bunch of agents this week, which was super exciting because I got to kind of create some rapport with them and go over different techniques on how to generate leads and bring in some business. And as we get some more people, hi Tony, how are you? As we get some more people, I will go ahead and share some super exciting things for you guys. So hopefully, Tony, do you have any questions for the week? I know I've reached out to a lot of you guys. I'll tell you my phone number right now again. My phone number is 480-589-3009. That number once again is 480-589-3009. And today, I'm actually going to be going over a lot of different things, but going over what it actually takes to get a merchant cash discount deal approved. And then also tell you all the exciting stuff of how and show you guys approvals on the loans. I mean, to show you that it can be real. It's very, very real, guys, and will happen very, very quickly. And so I'm just waiting for some more people to join. If you are in, do me a favor and shoot a text message to me or right there where Tony said hi. I'd like to see you say hi so I can recognize the names and know actually who is in the webinar and who's aggressive and who's looking to make money. Hi, Jessica. How are you? Hi. Oh, hey, Anita. Anita, we actually closed Anita's deal this afternoon, right, Anita? I don't know if you guys can see that, but Anita closed her first deal this afternoon. So give it up for Anita. Just shows it can be done. Hi, Gary. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Jessica. You're exhausted. Well, we all are. And the reason why we're probably all exhausted is because, this thing, you guys got to understand, it's taking off on a rocket ship. It's actually a paradigm shift. So I want to wait a little longer till I share some super exciting news for you guys. Hey, Charlotte, how are you? Hey, Tony, how are you? Yeah, Anita, you're welcome. You did a great job. You actually closed the deal. Guys, that's what it's all about. It's about referring us, getting us in front of a business owner and allowing us to work our magic. I'll say it again, Anita closed her first deal today, so give it up for Anita again. Hey, Daylin. Hey, Patricia. Guys, I'm loving the fact that, there's a lot of you guys actually joining the webinars, which shows me that you guys are really starting to kind of get a hold of the movement that we're kind of creating. I sat with the front end guys. Yeah, she did a great job. Anita did an amazing job. She was all over the business owner, guys. So that's one of the things I think that you need to take under consideration is the fact that, listen, this might not be just a one call type deal, especially if you're as aggressive as Anita. One of the funny things that the gentleman said, he's like, listen, Anita did an amazing job. She constantly was calling me all day long, very, very patient with him. I think she worked the deal since Easter. Now, not necessarily all of the deals don't take that long, but here's the thing. And you need to remember something, guys. These are business owners. And if you've ever dealt with business owners, they are very, very sporadic. They're very, very busy. And they don't really want to, set aside the right amount of time. So sometimes it takes a lot of persistency. And so I'll show you some examples. Give it up for Alan. Alan, let me just check real quick. I don't want to give you inaccurate numbers, but this shows you the reality of it. One of our agents, hold on one sec, guys, sorry. They actually just closed. Hold on one second. I believe it's a $63 million. Hold on, I just want to make sure that number is correct. I don't want to give you guys any false information. Okay, yep, okay. So it's basically Bob's oil deal. They got word today, so this is going to be huge and really good for the company and the growth of the company. They closed a $60 million deal today. It's been a very ongoing process, but the lenders have agreed to it, and it could be funded within 90 days. And that's the thing. I mean, you never know exactly, who's going to roll in. Guys, that's my 1111 because I believe in the law of attraction, just so you know. I write it on my hand each day. So I keep that thought process in my mind because, whatever you can see and believe, you can achieve. And that's kind of our passion here between Alan and I. We're big law of attraction guys, and we're big hard working guys. And, it's about your belief. If you believe that you can do something, that you can do it. So I just make sure I remind myself every day the importance of the law of attraction and the importance of me believing that I can be successful and help you guys as agents become very, very successful. And this week, honestly, was an amazing week for me because it was a big eye opener. I'm going to show you guys now some photos. So take a look at these just to give you an idea. These are just some of the ones. So let me fix that out there. Hold on one second. I'll show you this. And I apologize. I do have a little cold. I don't know where it came from, but I have been spending a lot of time on the sales floor. So this is a smaller one, guys. This is approval. This is Movement Matters. I think some of you guys might have seen this one. Let me see. I might have to turn it down a little bit. Can you see that? No, wait, there you go. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn down on my phone. Hold on one sec, guys. Screen. Maybe if I turn the brightness down, I know there's. Okay, let me see if that works. But because I really want you guys to see this because, it's going to give you some hope. Can you see that? That's a smaller one. That's approved for $22,500. Okay, that's just one. So I want to show you guys another. This is another one. This is Simpler's Bride. This is $5,250. If you can't see it. Okay. This is another one we did this week, L&B transmission. This one is $6,250. This is the big boy we got this week too. Another good one, $42,400. Okay. So I just want you guys to see that so you can understand the potential in the business loans because listen, they're not based on credit, which is amazing. I mean, everybody, hey Lucella, hey Brian, hey Jessica, hey Greg, hey Bailey. I want you guys all to give it up for Anita Davis. She closed her first, or Anita closed her first sale tonight. Give it up for her. She actually did a merchant service deal, so I want to bring that up and bring that to everyone's attention. But the important thing is, several people got sales this week and had the opportunity to feel some success. But, a lot of those people have been working the program very, very thoroughly, have been watching the webinars. And so, I want to tell you, you never know who you're going to run into. I'm sure when Alan was doing the big, the big oil deal, they never would have thought in their wildest dreams that it's probably going to fund in 90 days and they're going to make millions and millions of dollars. And that's the benefit of this program because it's a referral program to where you actually get in front of people and you have no idea per se of what can actually happen. Anita learned tonight that success can be real. It can happen. She actually had the privilege of, having me and Alan both on her phones with her client to show you how hard we'll work. I talked to him originally. Alan's very active in the business. We wanted to get a deal done for her because she's been trying really, really hard, and all of you guys deserve deals. And so one of the things I asked in the last webinar, and I'm going to ask now, is I want to open up the floor to some questions, to maybe some roadblocks that you're struggling with, maybe something that you don't understand. If you don't understand exactly how the cash discount program works, I'll go reiterate that right now for you as well. For many, many years, Merchant Services has done all kinds of wild things. They went from leasing terminals from $69.99 to $109.99 for check readers, if you remember those, and credit card terminals. And then they went to giving away free terminals. And there was a big paradigm shift there where everyone's like, okay, I want a free terminal. And so they got a free terminal and everyone signed up then. And then, guys, if you remember, they went to the chip, and when they went to the chip, which was PCI compliant, they went and they all signed up because they wanted a machine that had to accept the chip. Well, now we're at another paradigm shift, and that's why this thing's exploding. Anita, I'm sure you can vouch for me. One of the reasons of why we were able to get that deal done today is because if a merchant, guys, okay, is paying more than $45, okay, that's it. Any more than $45, that merchant now can be your client. So everywhere you go, okay, you see what? A Visa, MasterCard, right? In the windows, right? So everywhere you go, you see Visa, MasterCard logo in the windows. When you see those, you need to think of those as dollar signs. And what you need to do, if you are as aggressive as Nita is, talk to the owner. Let him know that there's an exciting new thing that's happening, a paradigm shift right now, where Visa, MasterCard is actually allowing merchants to eliminate the fees. Am I lying, Anita? They're eliminating the fees, okay? So it was a barbershop, to give you an example. Guys, he wasn't, getting charged that much, but a penny saved is a penny earned, okay? And so when we told him that no matter what, every single month, his fee is only going to be $45, only $45, he said, all right, Anita's done an amazing job. She's followed up with me. She's been very patient with me, and persistent pays off, guys. Persistency pays off. And he said, all right, guys, I'll do it. I'll get you the paperwork. And it's not hard. And Anita will vouch for that also. All we need from these business owners, because they're going to process credit card. I can't see. Okay. Now, all we need from these business owners, to give you an idea, okay, they're going to do exactly the same thing. They're going to do the same thing they're doing now. No difference. But they might have had a merchant account for 3 years. And 3 years ago, the cash discount program didn't exist, did it, right? But now it does. And so their merchant account company isn't going to call them back, switch them over, and save them money. That would be kind of ludicrous, right? Because they lose money. But that's where we come in. If we call them and let them know that we can use the same exact equipment, do not change anything, right, Anita? We can reprogram the terminal for them, and now they're under the WL Madden Tech umbrella, to where they can process credit cards the same exact way, okay? No different, transparent to their customers. And it's a smaller ticket too, because, when we did the numbers, the guy had an average ticket of $30, okay? So, figure $25 for a haircut. The price that gets passed on to the customer is a little less than $1, guys. That's it, okay? So it looks just like taxes. It doesn't look like anything, monster fee. But the problem is that fee, if that barber does 1,000 haircuts a week, or if his shop does per se, right, that comes out to $1,000. So if we can take that merchant and eliminate $1,000 and only cost them $45, it's a no-brainer. It's a paradigm shift. Like I said, deals are getting written all over the place. And I'll show you another one right now. Hold on one second. I'll take this one. Guys, while I look for this photo, take the time to kind of put some questions up there because I need to help you and I can help you with some questions. Well, I don't know where the photo is right now, but that's okay. Okay, so let's see. I'm working with some conversion software and funnels, whatnot, but my issue is more the whole getting over the shyness thing when I'm on about. Okay, so welcome to America. It's not about being shy. Understand something, okay? A lot of you guys, I'm sure you've been out to eat, you go to restaurants, right? You know, you buy a hat, maybe a nice watch, a headset. You know, you go to the local store. You've been going there for years. Perfect example, Dean. I don't know how you ran into the barbershop, but maybe you know you can tell everybody how you ran into the barbershop and type some stuff in there. But listen, it's natural conversation. You know, you are not closing anybody, and if you feel that way, don't worry about it. I'm here for you, okay? All you need to do is get a little teeny spark of interest, a baby little spark, right? Just a teeny one, and I'll come in and get the deal done for you and help you out because, you know, I'm not afraid, okay? There's no shyness about me. I'm 6'3", 280. If you guys can't tell, I'm a bigger guy, and sometimes that isn't to my benefit. It's actually to my disadvantage. Because I'm a little intimidating, but it doesn't mean I'm any different than you guys, okay? Because we're representing a product and we're representing a service, and everybody loves somebody that's saving them money or telling them about the new hottest thing. So if you're telling them about the new hottest thing, don't feel bad about it. It's not that you should be nervous or scared. It should be something very, very natural. Okay. And understand something. There's nothing to be shy about. And the bottom line is this. They've already got. Hold on, guys. Oh, can you get this on the screen real quick? I don't know what happened. Can't see the comments. Give it up for Alan, guys. $63 million deal. Yeah, he's pumped up. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to remove this so you guys I can see your question. Because, by the way, guys, I want you to know something. And I'm going to give my number to you right now again, okay? Write it down. Put it on your refrigerator. Store it in your phone. I will tell you that I will talk to you about business. I'll get to the point quickly because I'm very, very busy. So, you know, I'm not here to chit-chat, not here to, you know, make friends, even though I'm a really friendly, lovable guy. But I have a lot of people, and I want to make money, and I want to work for you, okay? So my number is 1-480-589-3009. Michael Martinez. And here's the thing. You know, Anita called today. Is actually the first time I got to meet with her. Actually, it was yesterday. She was working with Marcus, which I think he's a great guy, but he wasn't with us for very, very long, unfortunately. And, you know, I greeted Anita the same way I would greet anybody. I got to the point I wanted to know about the business. I wanted to know, you know, if they had a spark of interest. And guys, just get me in front of them, you know. And so one of the things I'll tell you is there's nothing to be afraid about. It's business. It's natural, okay? You are a customer of theirs, most likely. Okay, they've been taking money from you for many, many years. So it's just natural to tell them about the next hottest thing, which is, hey, the cash discount program, or hey, you know, maybe you weren't aware of this, but you know, the banks have stopped, you know, lending money. And you know, I don't mean to pry, but you know, how's your credit? Is your credit bad? And almost guys, 60% of America, or even more, 55% is going to have bad credit. Okay. And they already assume the fact that if they have bad credit, that they can't get a loan. Well, I'll tell you, that's not true anymore either. You know, Alan's my witness, and a couple other agents. I wish they were here on the here right now, but they're not on, the ones I actually got the deals for. But, you know, it doesn't matter about the credit. It doesn't matter about anything. So let me look at a couple more questions. When I processed the 0%, she replied, that cannot be, and it's not possible, and said it has. You guys, okay. So one of the questions is, great question, Luella. Have you guys ever heard of Redbox and Blockbuster? Did they exist for a long, long time? And what happened? Technology changed, right? Some of you guys may remember, when people were driving around to different gas stations and you see a sign in the window, which, by the way, was 100% illegal, okay? Illegal up until about, 6 months ago. Those signs in those windows were illegal, but those merchants put them up because they were being affected by the fees. Because you want to know the real criminals, if you will, are Visa, MasterCard, and the way they do the percentages and the rates, okay? Taking down these little merchants. So yes, sometimes it may seem unreal, but think about this, okay? Why doesn't it make sense, Luella? If that Visa, MasterCard still making the same exact 4%, right? But that 4%, like the barbershop tonight, right, Anita, gets passed on to the customer. So it's a little tiny sliver of what the merchant would have to pay, broken down into little particles and pieces. So it makes a lot more sense. And it makes it a lot easier. And you think that that customer who's going to get, the $25 haircut really cares about 90 cents? I mean, if they flail their arms and wave and go crazy, then we'll hit the override button, okay? We can do that. But, the problem is of, people that believe it's a scam, just so you know, Luella, that's actually a buyer. We need to convince them. And at that point, what you need to do is say, hey, listen, don't take my word for it. There's these great guys named Mike and Alan of this great company I'm a partner with, WL Madden. These guys are professionals. They're absolutely amazing. Let me hit the transfer button. Let me get to you, hit them live, and they'll explain it to you. And what's the worst thing that can happen if they explain it to you? The worst thing that can happen is you can make a decision that isn't going to save you money, but at least it's a smart, educated decision now. And we can prove to them that it's not a scam, because it's not. And merchants are signing up all over the nation right now. All over the nation, guys. Paradigm shift. Everyone think that in your mind. Paradigm shift. It's happening, and it's going to happen no matter what. Let me go over a couple of them. Sometimes you just have to be yourself. Anita, absolutely. Sometimes you just have to be yourself. She said, there's no way I can get it for 45 bucks. I'll tell you what, Luella. You call that lady up tomorrow or that gentleman up tomorrow. You let me talk to them, okay? I'll walk them through the whole process. I'll explain to them that no one is a loss leader. The only one that loses is the person that's using their card, because it's their convenience. It's not no one else's convenience. It's theirs, okay? When we'll be able to see the purchase leads in the back office that would be spending? Okay, that's a great question, Bailey. They're actually getting processed. They should be getting uploaded into your system, and the flash drive should be on your way out. But you can also call in directly to us, and we'll discuss that, because this is for people that want to learn. But I will definitely take that in consideration and work on that ASAP. Okay, just know that your leads are being worked out diligently. That's how these deals are coming in, just to give you an idea. Okay. Brian Way, I've been worked with one of the companies. The last time I was there, they said the owner wasn't there, but the way they answered, I think he was, how do I get, okay. Well, here's the thing. It's a gatekeeper. So, there's all different types of ways to get around it. But you guys, one of the things I recommend to you is start out in your inner circle, okay? If you have one, you have kids, you have relatives, you have fellowship. I go to church every Sunday. I believe it's great fellowship. I believe in, surround myself with positive energy. And, you are, and you can project who you hang around with. So first start with an inner circle, of people that are already in your inner circle. Maybe today after the webinar, go get a notepad, okay? Write down every restaurant that you go to and ask yourself, do you know their name, okay? Write down the dry cleaners. Do you know who they are, okay? I'm sure you guys go to the dry cleaners. Write down the grocery store that you go to, okay? Write down the place where you go get your movies. Write down the place where you get your haircut. The list goes on and on, guys, okay? Anywhere you go, you see the Visa, MasterCard logos in the windows. And also, anywhere you go, A business needs cash. Cash is king. And if we can get them the cash within 24 hours and have it in their account, it makes sense to them. Yes, my number, once again, okay, is 1480 589 589 3009. Okay, restaurant manager I spoke with, it said they just switched to Wells Fargo at $300 a month. It appears they are paying card fees too. The owner is Mexican, so I have to wait. What's my next move? Well, learn Spanish. Just kidding. Do they speak Spanish, Greg? I don't know. Listen. Okay, so your local bank, okay? If you understand something, if you want a good deal, do you think that you're going to get the best deal at your local bank? Or do you think because your local bank thinks that you're going to trust them the most, okay, and that you're going to trust them the most, and they're going to give you the best deal? Well, you're wrong, okay? The best deals, guys, are not coming from your local bank. They are actually the highest priced, highest percentages, and going to cost people the most because they can count on the fact that the person already has trust for them. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to get the best deal because the local bank is counting on the fact that they are depending on that. So the local bank, Greg, just to give you an idea, is where you're going to get the worst rate ever and pay the highest amount versus, a company like Mercatech where we're a wholesaler and we can get the lowest rates and the lowest pricing. Also reprogram any terminals and also give away free terminals, guys. Guys, don't forget something. If they don't even have a machine and they're not taking credit cards, you can explain to them too by taking credit cards and allowing people to take credit cards. People that take credit cards will spend twice as much with credit cards than they will cash out of their pockets. Guys, and this is just the beginning. And I didn't get a chance, Anita, and we need to, by the way, Dal, we need to talk to Mr. Melbourne and ask, hey, how's your website? We need to look at his website too and maybe see if he needs some social media marketing or some SEO reputation management, okay? And guys, there's so many different avenues that you can take with this, but just realize we're here for you. Okay, how effective is cold calling businesses who you do not know? Wayne, every type of approach, guys, I don't know if you know this or not. Every type of approach, it's always a numbers game, okay? That's why we have these massive telemarketing centers calling your leads because they can use a predictive dialer, guys, where 4 lines goes out at a time and then the first available agent gets connected almost instantly, okay? So yes, it is effective cold calling businesses, but I would start in your inner circle. I would start with local town people, people in your vicinity to where you could go talk to them face to face or just say, hey, I'm a local guy. I wanted to reach out to you to see here, hey, if you heard of the new cash discount program. And so you see, when you get stuck or stumbling block, just call WL Madden. Absolutely. Call, thank you. See, Anita knows, and that's one happy agent. She closed a sale tonight, Anita. And she was persistent, guys. And it can happen for you. And we're here for you. So I'm going to give it a couple more minutes to I'm actually the blonde hair, blue-eyed Mexican. So yeah, we have friends that speak Spanish here. We can make it happen for you. But guys, it's the reality. We're going through a paradigm shift. You're very, very lucky to work with Alan Ferris. He's amazing. This guy, I actually came from Mexico to work with him because I believe in his vision. I believe in his energy. We synergize amazingly. And his vision is second to none. Sorry, I almost put this. His vision is almost second to none. We're making some big traction in the industry. Guys, a $63 million deal, that's going to help everybody within the whole entire company, because the more money the company has, the more money we can use on marketing, the better we can make the webinars, the better we can make the business, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a second and step off just for a minute, give you a chance to put up a couple more questions. I'm just going to grab a quick drink real quick and then fill it up with questions, and then we'll kind of sign off here in about 5 minutes. Okay, guys? Thank you. Okay, guys, any more questions for me at all? Guys, give it up for Anita again, but more importantly, give it up for Mr. Alan Ferris. $63 million deal. I mean, that's just crazy. The agents, I don't want to disclose them. I don't see them on here, but I will. $42,000 loan, $6,250 loan, $5,250 loan, and we have plenty more in the works. And so they're getting approved on a day-to-day basis. All right. Okay, yes, those will be in the back office, guys. Keep it up. Does anybody else have any more questions at all pertaining to how to speak to a business owner? Does everybody have my number? Any other questions at all? Because you can call me at any point in time. I love to talk to business owners. Why? Because it's money, guys. Ching, ching. It's money. It's there for me to get. How do you approach the loans? Well, listen. The loans are simple. The loans are simple, okay? Let's say, for instance, you go to the restaurant, it looks kind of worn down. You talk to them, you let them know that the banks no longer have a strong hold on lending and that you can get that money within 24 hours as long as, guys, here's the approval, okay? They need to at least process $10,000. Write that down, $10,000, okay? Within a month, and then a total of $30,000 within 3 months. That's it. It's that simple. And they only have to do it, okay, for 3 months and be in business for 3 months. And guess what? They don't have to have amazing credit. One of the guys we got done this week, yeah, it's cash. We'll give them cash. One of the guys that we got done this week had a 550 credit score. I mean, you can't even borrow money from your family with a 550 credit score, guys. I'm sorry, okay? You can't. But, we got these guys approved. We can get them loans, okay? So it's easy. The way you approach them is this. Right now, we can get you cash. Hey, could you use cash? Hey, could you use cash to grow your business? Maybe you're at church. Maybe you're at the youth group. Maybe you're, at the local flea market, supermarket. Hey, could you use any cash right now? Well, yeah, I could use cash. Well, great. You've been in business for 24 years. I'm noticing that the business is a little run down. Why haven't you put any money into it? Well, I just don't have it. I can't afford it. Well, how's your credit? It's horrible. Don't worry. I have an option for you. Let me get you on the phone with Mike at WL Madden. Let me get you on the phone with Alan at WL Madden. And they're going to go over the new innovative strategies to where we can get that money. And then not only that, guys, we can revamp their whole business in a lot of different ways, with SEO, reputation management. We can fix their credit so they can go to the bank and get a real loan. You guys have tons of options, but it is getting kind of late, guys. We've been working our tail off here for you guys all week long. Is there any more questions for me at all? And I want everyone to give it up for Anita one more time, girl. I'm very, very proud of you, okay? All right, guys, if there's no more questions, remember 1111, believe it, you can achieve it, okay? Law of attraction. If you guys, one of the other things too, guys, some of the questions that you're asking, and I want to help you with this, okay? And this is just, a personal thing. I'm an Anthony Robbins Business Mastery graduate, so I'm a motivational speaker, a little background on myself. But, one of the things that you can do with the technology that you have to go back to if you're afraid or shy, there's all kinds of motivational stuff on YouTube and Google, Type in Anthony Robbins motivation, sales motivation, Start with yourself first. First, fix yourself, maybe get your health right, get your mind right. There's a book that I live and die by that I recommend to all of you at this point. And I think that you guys should get it. It's one of the best books in sales history, but it's called Think and Grow Rich. Write that down. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Okay. It has to do with all the law of attraction, because if you can believe it and you can see it, it will become real. So other than that, guys, I want to bless you. I want to thank you for the amazing opportunity to be part of this company. Hopefully I've helped you out quite a bit. And, we can get some monster leads to myself or Keith, who's working his tail off for you also. But other than that, I'm going to sign off and, thank you guys for the opportunity, and I'll talk to you soon.